Welcome to our home. This is Archie. Today I'm going to be showing you around my Minneapolis apartment. This is a 1-bed, den, 1-bath that I share with my partner Jake, and I'm so excited for you to tune in and to see this tour. Archie is clearly really excited to see his dad, Jake, behind the camera, but we're just going to move through and start in the living room.
I'm falling to pieces in my room. Are you coming over? That's cool.
So within our apartment, we have an open floor concept. We have our living room, our dining room, and our kitchen. So it's all kind of into one, but we've marked off this area as our living room. We have one big rug that covers the space, and then 2 different couches for people to sit on and for us to sit on as well. We have this section over here that is from World Market. It's been super great. You can adjust the ottoman to be on either side and make it customized to whatever is best for us and the layout of our space. Then we have this space as well, this love seat. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it is something that we purchased actually from another individual that is local to the Twin Cities, and it was originally crate and barrel, I believe, so it's definitely a little bit higher quality than our World Market, but it's really nice because they pair great together. Over here we have Archie's little space. He actually doesn't use this too much. Next to that we have the TV media stand. Fun fact, we actually found this on the side of the street. We thought it would be perfect for our little corner, and it has a lot of fun character, which is great. A lot of storage as well. Back here behind me and behind the TV, we have a few art pieces, which we love, and it's been so fun to collect new art pieces. This one back here we got from a estate sale, and this is an artist that lived there. He was a printmaker, which printmaking was my favorite specialty I did in college. So fun, such a fun medium, and I just am so inspired by all these different business card marks within this one print. I think it's so fun. This one I got from a local photographer that she gifted me around Christmas time because I was doing contract work with her, and it's so beautiful, and I think it matches our home so well. Up here we have another piece we got from a estate sale. This one actually, I believe it is from Italy. It's an artist that lives there and creates his work there, and it actually has an original piece of artwork in the back, which was so exciting to see. It came framed and everything, and it's one of our favorite pieces we have. If you follow me this way, we have our den room. This area we've actually turned into a guest room / office space. It's been a lot of different layouts. I love changing up spaces, and this room has been fun to create a lot of them. We've had a lot of guests recently for the summertime, so we've kept it as an guest room, but it's still an office space for us as well. So let's go on in.
I could use a little something to do. We could go outside, take a little ride if you want to. That's cool.
So within this space, we have these French doors that I love and obsessed with, and overall it just helps us to get all of the great lighting that's in this room in through our whole apartment, which is so fun to see. We also have these curtains up so that when we do have guests stay, or if I have a meeting, something that's going on, then I can sit at the desk and have a little bit of privacy, or of course our guests can also have their own privacy. So we just close those every once in a while. Besides that, this is my office desk setup right now. I have my monitor. This area is probably the most familiar if you're a returning subscriber, because I do most of my videos sitting here for my graphic design work and my everyday life work, but it's a great space. We got this set up from IKEA. It's just a countertop and then a storage unit, and we actually have another set of this to make it a dual setup as well when we have it for Jake and I both set up. But right now it's just one desk space, which has been perfect for us. Over here we have a few art pieces too. I got this print piece in a college outing when we toured a facility. It was the Hamilton Wood Type Studio in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So fun. I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces. This I just made for fun one day. And then I have a bulletin board filled with some postcards of my favorite things, some things I've made, some things people have given me, some aspects from college, and of course rulers, because you never know when you might need that. Over here we have a mirror. This is another estate sale find, and it's really fun because it has a little bit of character in it as well, and it's not your typical mirror that you would see. Over here we have a giant closet. This thing is massive. We can actually fit our whole guest bed in there. So when we want this to just be an office space, we go ahead and put it in there. But right now it is filled with lots of other stuff. Over here, I have my prized possessions, all of my books. So as you can see, they're color coordinated right now, which I just thought would be fun to do, but I love to read. I'm in a little bit of a reading slump right now though, so if you have any suggestions on what to read, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. But besides that, I usually buy my own books and then put them in here, and then I like to share them with friends and family as well. Up here, we have a few different plant pieces. We keep them up high because Archie can't get into them up here, so this is the only kind of area that we have plants in our home. We have a couple others that I'll point out, but this is most of them. And then over here, there's a few art pieces as well. So this is a piece I made. I shared it on Instagram, like, gosh, probably three years ago, but it's still one of my favorites, and I have it printed as postcards. Over here is a really cool watercolor print that Jake actually gave me from another local artist. And then over in the corner, we have some Polaroids from a trip I did to Seattle a few years ago with my brother, which is really fun to have as well. Over here, where Archie is currently laying, because he loves this, he thinks this is his bed, but this is our guest bed, of course, and you can see out onto the street here. It gets so much sunlight, which is great, and Archie loves to just take naps right here, look out the window, and see what's going on outside. It's his entertainment. But that is our den, our office, our guest room. So let's go on and move on to the rest of the apartment. All right, walking back through the living room, we'll go over into our dining area.
I did what I was supposed to. There's nothing left for me to do. So now I'm poking out my head through open windows.
So here to create the separation between our spaces, we have this fireplace mantle. I actually recently posted a video about me making this. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and I will link it down below. But I had so much fun, and this was something I always envisioned in this space. I actually bought it originally for $25, redid it, and added some pieces to it. Up here we have this beautiful piece of art that Jake's grandparents actually gave him, and it's an original piece of art too, and obviously our biggest piece of art too, so it's a lot of fun to have and so special to have in our space. Down here I have another piece of art, which is one of my favorites. I believe it's a piece in Spain, but I got this from Goodwill for a super good deal, but I think it's so cool and looks beautiful. Over here in the dining room, we have this table set up with just 3 chairs. The table we bought from Facebook Marketplace, and then the chairs were from World Market. Archie loves them a little too much though, and so sometimes he's done a little wear and tear on it, but I still love them, and we're hoping we will get him out of the puppy phase soon. Over here we have some extra storage in the apartment, which is really great. We definitely need as much storage as we can with 2 people and a dog in here. So we just have these that are from Target. We push them together, and now we have tons of storage. We keep shoes in here, and then we keep a lot of extra things that we need throughout the house in this one. Over here I have a dupe for the Anthropology gold mirror. This one I got from Hobby Lobby, I believe, for like $70, something like that, and I love it. It's really great to have. And then we have a small gallery wall. So there are a few different pieces on here, and I love them so much. This one here is a print from Ez, France, which is a place I went to last summer. I actually have a video sharing that whole trip if you're interested in watching it. So gorgeous, beautiful, probably my favorite place I've ever been. So I love having this to look at every single day. Here is a watercolor piece from an artist I follow on Instagram that I have that frame. Over here is just a picture frame I have from Urban Outfitters, but it's super fun and I've had it all through college, and honestly it's just a fun memory piece for me to have now. Here is a piece that I created in a printmaking class, which is really fun. This one I bought from a local Etsy seller, which I love. I'm obsessed with the frame of it. And then this one is another estate sale find, and it looks like a little villa somewhere in Europe as well. I'm not sure where, but it's really fun to have that painting. Over here we have a photo of Jake and me from when we were just early on dating on our first trip we took together in Florida for an awards ceremony I had for a design project, which is just so fun to have. And then back here in this corner, we have our largest plants in our home. So it's this tree that I got from the same person that we got our couch from. She just gave it to me for free, which it's really fun to have up here. And then we have this cute little print that I got from an art fair in Duluth. And then we have a little setup for some of our bar items. This is actually on a fun little swivel. It's a cheese plate actually that Jake's mom gave us, and it's really fun because it almost matches our granite on the table, and it can swivel as well. So we'll use that sometimes when we have people over.
'Cause that's what I feel like doing tonight. Waking up my brain, maybe you can do the same.
As you can see, Archie likes to nap wherever he can find the space. Mostly not in his bed, mostly just on the floor to cool off. But that brings us over to the kitchen. So this area is a lot of fun too. Obviously we spend a lot of time in here cooking and making different items. And it's your pretty typical kitchen. I do love that it's not just completely a white and gray kitchen though. It's obviously more updated, but I feel like most of the time in apartments that's all you see. And so it's fun to have these darker cabinet colors and then have this granite on top that has the mixes of browns in it as well. We have one more plant up on top here that we moved up here recently because Archie was trying to get into it. So that's its new home. We have a couple other storage items up there. One thing that I love in our kitchen is this little vase. This is another estate sale find. I think it's so pretty with the different roses on it, and we just keep our wooden spatulas in it. We have a little spoon rest that's from Target, oven, and then we have some storage containers here. So we keep our Nespresso pods in here, some oats, and some pasta in there. In this one, I believe we don't have anything in here right now. Yeah, it's empty, but this is actually something my grandpa made me, and he just turned 95, and I believe he made this like 2 years ago. So it's kind of amazing that he can make these just in general, and he makes them in his 90s, and so this is a piece I really love. Back here we have a Minnesota marble cheese board or cutting board that I received when I worked at a local boutique called Patina here in the Twin Cities. And then we have our Nespresso, we have our drip coffee, and then we have a lot of our glassware up here. So we have some things like this one. My best friend actually has a pottery company, and so she has made me a lot of different pottery pieces that we keep throughout our home. We keep a few of them in here just so that they stay safe and they can be on display for everyone to see. Lastly, we have our air fryer in our corner, which is one of our top items we use in our home, which I would highly recommend if you are considering getting one. We are obsessed with it. Okay, next we'll come into the hallway. We have a couple pieces of artwork hung up here. We actually had one more, it did fall down, and I believe I didn't mention this yet, but one of the reasons why we're doing this video now is because we put in our notice, so we will be moving so soon. But basically, this space is as done as it's gonna be then. We have these two pieces that are again from estate sales. These are very old magazines of the Minneapolis Journal, which is so fun to see. This one was on November 1st, 1908, which November 1st is actually my birthday, and it's just fun to have this old historic piece on display in our home. This one over here, it's fallen a little bit, but we just really liked the lady on the front. We thought it was really cool to have this old Victorian woman that is just looking through some books on the front. And this one's from January 20th, 1907. So it's pretty incredible that those are over 100 years old and just to have them displayed in our home. Next, if we come down the hallway, we'll go into the bathroom. All right, so here in the bathroom, we have a setup with my different items on these shelves. We have to make most of our space again. So up here, I have a shelf full of my products, just fun products I like to have on display. And then here we have a Target art print and then a little jewelry assortment. This I actually got from a thrift store in college, which I think is just so fun with the florals embellished on top of it. We just have some eucalyptus here, and we have a fan to keep us cool because we don't actually have central air here, and so sometimes the bathroom can get a little warm, and this is nice to keep us cool when we need it. Over here we just have a couple art pieces from Target. I would love to make pieces for our next home and refill them with it, but I got these for a super good deal, and it's just so nice to have art that's already framed and matted and ready to go on the walls. But that's our little space for our bathroom. There's not much to see in here, but it definitely works for us and we're so happy to have it. And now we'll go into our bedroom, which is the final space on this tour.
I've been waiting for something new to happen, and when it happens.
Here is our bedroom, so you can come on in. Up first, we have another TV in here, and we do use it a decent amount. This is also in the same video of that fireplace, so if you want to see it, go check it out. This was originally a Target piece that I painted it and added plaster on and did some lime washing on, so it's fun to have. Back here we have our full-length mirror, which is on top of an old TV stand. Actually, I thought it would be fun to do this little setup. I found an inspo picture on Pinterest and I just love how that turned out. We have some extra storage for my purses, Jake's backpack, and a basket over here to keep extra pillow and blanket in. This is our bed. We just have some bedding from Target, I believe, the good old Hearth and Hand Magnolia set. I can't remember exactly, but you know, the one everyone knows and loves. Archie has a toy up on here because he loves to hang in here. And then over in this corner, we just have a little ottoman. There goes Archie. He loves to just lay under the bed. That's basically his home space. But back here we have this leather ottoman that I use as my nightstand with a lamp, and then my current read, which is the summer place. But that is the space. Oh, I guess I can show you back here. We have this side that is all storage and closet space, which is great for us, but we of course need more always. That is this room. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this Minneapolis apartment tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun sharing it with you. I had been wanting to do a video on this for so long, and I just was waiting and waiting until the space would be done, but the space is always changing. I think that's just normal with life. So thanks so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you stuck around and subscribed. If not, I will see you in the next video, and that's it.
I'll be